Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hello, folks. Welcome in. First things first, Plum, congratulations. You are the first viewer to redeem first this stream, so pat yourself on the back. You get to be first. And also, Plum, thank you very much for redeeming Word of the Stream for Windwaker. Pretty sure you panicked again, but that's okay. We still will have Moosh on the chalkboard, and that is all that is important. Hello and welcome in, everybody. How are you? How is your Wednesday? Hello, S&K. Hello to everyone who chooses to stop by. We have more Zelda. There's so much Zelda happening here. Always just lots of Zelda. Um, but today is specifically going to be a lot of sailing. I feel like I'm at a point of exploration, which is going to hopefully be interesting, but also will come with a need for patience. Because what I would really like to do is sail around to every single island in this ocean and see what I can do. Because I have skills. Bam, there you go, Plum. Windwaker. You got it. I have skills like grappling hook and bomb. I even have skills like boomerang. And these are all very useful skills. But more importantly, they are useful skills that like allow me to start participating in the game a little more. So anyway, on this island we played mini golf with these acorns and the flagged holes, and way the heck on that side there was a thing we there was a cave under the ground. There was a hole in the ground. One more week! You are very excited about the Switch 2, Plum. So am I, actually. Gosh, the sun moves quickly. So the thing is, I'm pretty sure that there's some stuff that I could do that's on the full other end of the map right now. And I am not... I'm not best pleased with that. Because that means I have to sail all the way to the other side of the map. But we'll try to take a bit of a fun route. I think north is the way that I want the wind to go. Yeah, north is the way that I want the wind to go. Because I'm aware that those terrifying things, they aggro on me very quickly. Can I hit him? I cannot. So I just want to get out of here. Technically, I just would like to go. Kate! Hello, Kate. Please don't attack me, I'm getting treasure! Xbox and PlayStation, just not that exciting. See, this is why we do Nintendo content here. We love us some Nintendo, and by that I mean I really like Nintendo. And so I play a lot of Nintendo. But Switch 2, I am here for it. Ah! We run away from the enemy. Oh, Kate Bloomer. Thank you for redeeming Ask Me Anything. This is maybe something for after stream, but you rewatched Blink and you have so many questions about the Weeping Angels. Ooh, those are fun. Okay. So first of all, yes, of course it's a sci-fi show, and that is fully self-explanatory due to, wait, hold on. I need to get bait. Bait. There we go. Oh, that's a treasure. It's not for after stream, it's for now, but I'm also struggling to talk and sail at the same time. Okay, so, yes, it's a silly little sci-fi show. Except it's also amazing. Also, it is a show that does have lore, and so there are certain things that the lore explains. Now, unfortunately, due to it being a silly little sci-fi show, the lore is not always self-consistent, and so I do just want that acknowledged up front, that it is not self-consistent lore across the entirety of all of Doctor Who. But the Weeping Angels are possibly one of my favorite villains. So if y'all have never like seen the episodes with the Weeping Angels, I'm just gonna spoil all of those spoilers. And so you'll just have to forgive me because they have been out for ages upon ages upon ages. But please ask your questions, Kate, because if there are answers, I might know some of them. Because there are other episodes like it's not even consistent in the same episode. That is actually somewhat true. And it's certainly not consistent when you learn more about them, which brings into question something that I love about Doctor Who specifically, because especially when there is lack of consistency in villains in Doctor Who, it brings into question their motivations. And sometimes it gives the villains agency. Oh, good. I'm glad you get to enjoy launch titles and then also other things, Plum. Because the Switch 2 exists here. So, what qualifies as observing them is complicated. Um, they try to expand on this slightly. Um, the typical thing that they seem to build the lore around is the word behold. That comes up in one of the later episodes, like that which beholds the image of an angel has meaning. And so to me, I have always taken that as deliberately line of sight. Oh, cool. Random piece of heart that I have just discovered, which is great. But it also gets more complicated than that because the angels are more complicated than our typical understanding of three-dimensional reality and solids. Um, and so I think there's did you get the explanation in Blink of them being quantum locked, or is
Settle
that
down, Beavis
later?
just resubscribed for 46 months. Well spelunked. Link.
Thank you, Settled on Beavis. Great spelunking. Um, Ah, no, but I also understand your meaning there because like if a squirrel observes an angel, then what happens and how do you not allow for that never gets addressed or explained. And so by implication, you could take that to mean angels can only move when there are absolutely no living creatures observing them, which is complicated to think about, but also the point is they just kind of stand there sometimes. Um, the quantum locked is just technobabble, but I also really liked it because the idea brings to mind all of the things that are impossible about the TARDIS, and so the weeping angels are equally impossible. They're an entirely impossible creature, and at a certain point, it is just silly sci-fi. But at another point, only sentient creatures are ever going to matter for this, I think, because there is enough lore in some of the later episodes that kind of covers creatures with no sense of self-awareness, or no sense of self, or like I think we could allow that squirrels and bugs don't count, and I do have a way to justify that with what has been taught as lore if I need to. It involves some more spoilers. If you don't if you uh if you don't exist when observed, how do you know you exist? Oh, but see, Kate, they don't need to know that they exist. That's the point. The angels are utterly terrifying, and I would suggest there is a later episode that delves into that a little bit more deeply because they don't exist in physical corporeal form necessarily when they're being observed, but that doesn't actually mean that they in their essence do not exist, which is trickily terrifying in its own side way. It's a good assumption, Beavis, and not only would it be my assumption, I think I can actually justify it. And so I would allow that because when you get to the planet of the angels, like by the time you get to the planet of the angels, you get the concept that that which holds the image of an angel becomes an angel. And from some of the creepy things that happen there, you can really justify non-sentient creatures just like there's so much nope. Yep, but see, Kate, the thing is, a creature without a significant amount of sentience that can assert itself and its own will over that of the will of the angel will lose in like observal combat to the angel, because a specific thing that happens in the planet of the angels shows that angels, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it. That is a very good line, Beavis. I I I am also trying to play a video game, Kate. I'm getting distracted. I don't speak the language of quantum mechanics, but I do speak the language of lore. Oh, Poison Darthrug showed up here at some point. I'm so sorry. I'm not ignoring you. Hello, Poison Darthrug. It's dangerous to go alone. There's angel statues out there, and they're creepy for some reason. It's okay. Doctor Who knows all the reasons why everything is creepy. The point is, there is some lore when you get to the Planet of the Angels episode, which is Fifth Doctor era. Uh, sorry, Fifth Doctor. I meant to say seasons 5, 6, and 7. I don't know why that came out. 11th Doctor era. So part of the Matt Smith zones. And I think some of what they do in Planet of the Angels gives greater context, but I also don't want to spoil one of the very scary things, which is a bit of a twist. But the fact remains that I think birds are covered. Anything other than like fully what we would consider humanity, that level of alien creature, anything other than that level of sentience is pretty much covered by the lore introduced in that episode, that they wouldn't not that they wouldn't count, but they wouldn't survive an encounter with a weeping angel. There's also, I would suggest, evidence in that episode that angels exist like in a non-corp, like in a non our realm physical state regardless. And so it feels like the quantum locked is like the way that you could think about it. Poison Darthrog, a 10 stream streak. Good job. A way that you could think about it. I am not suggesting this holds up in lore, just that I am excited about this potential. And I haven't done a lot of thinking about it. There exists potential when you think about like realm crossing. Doctor Who sometimes pushes the limits of like one timeline or like one universe or one way of history being. They often push those limits. We've seen it in Modern Who with Bi-Generation. We've also seen it in the Matt Smith era with the Pocket Universe on the side of the universe, because there were just there's stuff outside the universe, and then we saw that again in the specials in between the Jodie Whittaker era and the Nshitagawa era. There was a special that implied like there are things outside the limits of the universe, and so it really likes pushing that envelope, which tells me that it's not afraid to explore the concept of realms. And it feels to me like the quantum elements, the sciency technobabble, which is just sciency technobabble as far as I'm concerned, this is not a real thing, would imply that the angels have a presence that is probably extra universal. Like it is outside our realm of existence. And their presence inside this realm is only in the forms in which we see them. And so the statue is their like form. Kind of like how in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the mice are mice to us, but they're actually like fifth dimensional beings from a different whatever or something like that. Like that's what it reminds me of. That's like my sum total of lore. And so it's not so much that they are locked in place, but that their like physical form in this realm is hampered by. Anyway, I love everything about the Weeping Angels. Do you have a question? Honestly, I love it, Kate. If by default you're not in a physical state when not observed, how can someone observe something not physical yet? So the point, Poison Dart Frog, is that when they are being observed, they are stone. Like the statues in graveyards are stone. But when not observed, they are a weeping angel. And it is mostly technobabble. There's no potential there, so are you safe? Kate, first of all, don't talk about my friend that way. But second of all, that's hilarious. And also brings to mind what I was talking about with like squirrels and stuff. No, you're not safe, Kate. And the reason that you're not safe is that angels eat the essence of creatures with potential, but they kill whatever they want. They don't have to use you just for your essence, which is why, while Blink is scary, it is not even close to the scariest episode that the Weeping Angels are in. Because I thought, oh, they're not that scary if all they do is eat your like potential, like they feed off of this like potential of your time by like shoving you into a different time. That's fine. Like that doesn't even really hurt you. I was wrong. I was false. That is not their only purpose, and that's not the only thing that they do. I'll never know. The scariest thing is that they are in Lego dimensions. I cannot even tell y'all how creeped out I get when I see things like if you made a Lego figurine of a weeping angel, I'd be like, nope, that which holds the image of an angel is an angel. Oh my gosh. Get rid of it. Burn it with fire. No, Kate, no. I can't. They utterly terrify me. But yeah, no, you would not be safe. You'd just be useless to them. And so they'd probably kill you more quickly. Terrible. Oh, I've got some great information, small fry. Lucky you. If you use the treasure that's hidden on that island there, the thing that vanishes as soon as you get near it, it won't vanish anymore. You know, it. I'm talking about it. That thing that appears on nights when a wee bit of the right half of the moon is missing. Do you know what I'm talking about? It. That's all the info I got to offer. Okay, so he's talking about the ghost ship. And that's making me think that I can't do anything yet with this island, but I want to try anyway. I can get near this island, right? Finn Fishman. No, I'm very stuck in place. Wait. Oh, I am probably going to need to grappling hook, maybe? Can I grappling hook my way onto? Nope. Nope. Interesting. I can almost guarantee that I have a way up on that island right now, but I'm not remembering it at this exact moment. I did get a good treasure, though, and that's pretty cool. Oh my gosh. That would be really cool if they could switch between observed and not observed. But I think more to the point, Poison Death Frog, you would never be able to switch them from one to the other, because in order to like this is Schrodinger's expression. If you're observing it, that it must practically be the one that shows that it is under observation. Oh, fish. I see fish over here, which means I need more bait. I don't like that island. I know what to do on it, but I am not a fan of it. And it's raining. Me when observed. Lush. Mexico, hello. Do you have a preference of jelly bean? This island is a key. It's shaped like a key. Mexico, thank you for redeeming Eat a Weird Jelly Bean. Thank you for redeeming Kaboom Dehydrate. And thank you for redeeming Sploosh, otherwise known as Hydrate, for 69 channel points. Nice. I will surprise you, especially because I don't remember what you asked for last time. And so I will just take one that I know I haven't eaten in a little while, which is... So Chad, I found some weird jelly beans when I went to the States. It's a great reason to make the trip. And one of them, which was recommended to me by Pseudorudo specifically, was the Starburst jelly beans. Petulant Cobra, hello. Mexico, thank you. I hope the day also has found you well. My day found me at the dentist's, which was a good thing. And now I'm eating jelly beans. Starburst knows how to bean. I really like the flavor on them. Hello, Pseudorudo. Thanks for redeeming Eat a Weird Jelly Bean. I'm gonna finish Mexico's. Hi. I'm gonna finish Mexico's redemptions first. Do you have a preference of weird jelly bean? I have Starburst, I have Nerd, and I have Skittle. All in jelly bean form. They're very weird. So I wouldn't say Starbursts are the best. Starburst jelly beans are the best jelly beans I've ever eaten. I still prefer a number of flavors from the Jelly Belly collections, but I really like them. They distill the flavor well, and they're like strong. Of course it can be Starburst. I just like asking if people have preferences. So thank you again, Mexico, for redeeming Dehydrate. I'm going to stitch myself a couple of chippy chips here. It's always wonderful to do something healthy, like take a trip to the dentist, followed immediately by doing something utterly unhealthy, like snacking. They are very fruity, and I do love a good fruity candy. Oh my goodness! Now I have another brand to look up, Poisoned Earthfrog. The good news is I was not at the dentist for a cleaning. And so it's not like I'm making my teeth any worse. I'm not ruining all of their hard work. Trolly. Sour? If I ever see those, I will try them. And thank you again, Mexico, for the Hydrate for 69 channel points. Still nice. That's a great point, Poisoned Earthfrog. And I accept and appreciate that. And so I guess all that Schrodinger's cat proves is that scientists don't respect the ability of other creatures to make observations about themselves if the scientists can't observe them. Which sounds just about on par with all of the wibbly wobbliness of Weeping Angels anyway. I love that so much. Sudaruda, thank you for feeding me jelly beans. Very yummy. Thank you for recommending them as well. Honestly, really good. You've seen the boats sailing around here with a real huge cannon, right, Fry? I bet you those things have their hulls packed with treasure. Sure. Why not? So, the thing that I have to do on that island is I have to possess a seagull using a pair. And then I have to fly it high enough, which is surprisingly tricky because, like, just aiming up, man, it's not as easy as it looks. But on the very, very top of that pinnacle, there's a switch. And so I have to fly up there as a seagull and hit the switch while not getting attacked by the birds that you can see with their big wings flapping around. And as a seagull, I don't have any ability to defend myself. But also, the flying mechanic in this game, it's not good. And so I don't really enjoy flying around as a seagull. And because I don't enjoy flying around as a seagull, I am not going to pay attention to that island right now. Even though I know what to do. And I think I might even get a piece of heart. But anyway, if I hit the switch, there's fire around a hole in the ground, and the fire goes away. I love candy. And I especially love interesting candy. So I always take recommendations, but it is very interesting to me how often like cultural or international borders get in the way. I was just trying to use it as an analogy because I feel like the design of the Weeping Angels as an enemy is based on that principle. And that doesn't necessarily make them a good enemy or a bad enemy or anything. I'm just the most fascinated by them. There are a lot of little treasure stars here. So I guess we're gonna get some treasure. Whee! I don't know what the... Oops. Just threw myself out of the boat. We're fine. I don't know what the limits of my wallet are. Sixlets? Pardon me, will I Google that? Oh, good. It knew to autocomplete candy. Are these... They look like Skittles. Whoa! Sudarudo! Do you want to know what the weirdest thing apparently that I could have learned about sixlets is? They're made by a company based in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And as a Southern Ontario gal, how have I never heard of these? Cool. So I need to hunt those down. Oh, they're the same genre as M&Ms, but better? Okay. So Smarties? The debate continues. Sorry. Canadian Smarties are in the same genre as M&Ms. And apparently also Canadian Sixlets. Who knew? It is a hot take, Kate, and it is the hot take that I have said every time it's come up. I like Smarties so much more than M&Ms. Ultra sploosh, where I take a big sip. That's a great suggestion. Thank you for suggesting that, Kate. Mini M&M's, best candy ever. Better than regular size. Well, things that are a little bit minier. Things that are just a little bit tinier than expected are super cute. I wouldn't say they're not. I went to a beekeeper the other day to buy 12 bees. He gave me 13. I told him he'd given me too many. He told me it's fine. It's a freebie. Gift with purchase. Plum. Thank you. Thank you for that joke, Plum. Goodness me. Grape-sized watermelon? Probably delicious. Watermelon-sized grape? Awful. That's terrible, Kate. I don't want to think about that. Why would you make me think about that? I would also try it, but I feel like I'd have to figure out, like, getting juice out of a watermelon-sized grape seems like it would be fantastic. I already spoke to that frog, so I do not need to make friends. Okay. Ah, so this is one that I cannot do yet, chat. So there's fire in front of that house. Literally, it is on fire. But in order to deal with it, I need to something this, which I believe requires a hammer. And I do not have a hammer. So, can't do that. It looks like a watermelon and is about the size of a grape, but does it taste like that petulant cobra? Okay, so I can see the Forsaken Fortress in the distance. It tastes like a cucumber. That's not what we're trying to test at all. With a little hint of lemon. Oh no, sinus infections are awful. I'm so sorry to hear that, Kate. I have had one that I needed to go to the doctor for. I think I've probably had more in my life. I assume that's an island on this quadrant. But I've definitely had one that was bad enough that I had to, like, leave work, go to a doctor, get medication. It was another example, shining example at the time, of why the work environment that I was in was not good, because I, like, couldn't anything. I couldn't even open one of my eyes. One of my eyes was so swollen that it was just closed all the time. And so when I told my boss that I was taking a sick day the next day in order to, like, see my doctor, what he said, and I am not joking, was, I can't allow that because you can't schedule sick days. And I went, I'm going to a doctor because I can't. Oh, uh-oh. But I want to talk to the frog. Hello.
Angry Angel _03
Yes!
rated my stream with 10 views.
Angel! Ah! I'm a shout out. Hello. Hi, Angel. Welcome in, Angel. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello and nice to meet you. Angel! How are you? I almost added extra letters that are not actually in your name, but it is so lovely to see you. Welcome in, Angel. How was your wonderful stream playing Fantasy Life? Ooh, delightful. I've been hearing you and Plum talk about that a lot, and so I'm curious about it, but I have also not been paying much attention to anything for the last month, so, like, genuinely, what on earth is going on? Hello, Salty Ginger. Hello, Pelagen. Welcome to your second window. I love that. I love that. The, like, lurk join. It's perfect. Flawless. Beautiful. Wonderful to see you all tonight. If you do not know me, I'm Lady QEW. I like Nintendo content, so I'm playing through my Zelda collection right now. All of it. All of it from the beginning. We're trying to 100% the whole thing. It's taking a while. But we made it to Windwaker, and I love Windwaker, so I'm excited that you're here. You were supposed to be playing Bloodborne. I recall that was the last stream title that I remember shouting out for you. How's the Deathless one going on that? But your PS5 decided not to play nice. You know what? Fantasy Life seems like a good backup plan. I'm glad that you had a good pivot. And congrats on currently being last, Angel. I see that you redeemed last. You're the last so far. If I was your boss and you came at me with, I'm going to the doctor because, but I want to talk to the frog, I would let you take a sick day. Yeah, okay. Maybe that was my mistake, Poison Darthog. Maybe my mistake was actually trying to explain what was wrong instead of saying something completely and totally unhinged. It's the second time he'd done that to me. The second time where I was like, hey, listen, I think I'm gonna die. I both need to go home and also need to not come in tomorrow. Salty Ginger, thank you for redeeming Sploosh, otherwise known as Hydrate, for 69 channel points. Nice. And thank you for the Lurk Angel. But given that, like, I wasn't allowed to be sick, according to this guy, not my favorite boss. Not the best boss I've ever had, we'll say. Okay, so what does this frog have to tell me? Sorry, fish. Not even a frog. Hello, Finn Fishman? You've seen those weird rings of light that appear on the surface of the sea, haven't you, small fry? Did you know that some of those rings only appear at night? Didn't think so. That's all the info I've got to offer. Now, the unfortunate thing is I did know that because I actually remember that from my last playthrough. But I guess he's doing his best. He tried. And speaking of trying, we're going the wrong way. Akita, thank you for the lurk. You're here but not! Same. Mentally. Finn Mooshman. Or Moosh Fishman? Here but not but hi. Okay. Probably want to try to find a fish near that giant collection of rock? Probably. I don't see other islands in this zone. Oop! Whoop! I don't like the exploding barrels. I also don't like the giant cyclone because I can't shoot anything yet. Okay. I don't understand why everything is being so mean to me. Why is the ocean being so mean to me? Oops. I unpressed a button. Does anyone see a fish? Finn Fishman, where are you? Oop, there he is. I'm assuming I can sail in between these two. And then I'm gonna come back and take a look. Whoop! It was removed from your frequently used for a time. Gasp. Oh my gosh, chat. So I know I'm a fairly dramatic person, especially when I storytell. And so, like, I don't just gasp. I don't go, usually. I normally, like, over-dramatize it by saying, gasp! So that you know for sure that I am gasping dramatically. It's important. So, I was babysitting in preparation for a birthday party for a fairly young child. And one of the children there was 4 years old, and I very dramatically said, gasp! And she looked at me and she said, what does gasp mean? And I was like, the thing I did? Where I went, gasp! Very, very dramatically. I am feeling so judged right now. I adore her. She's great. Le gasp, exactly. It's so dramatic. Anyway, she called me out on a lot of words. I also had to explain to this 4-year-old what the word traumatized means. Audible gasp, but that's a great one. See? I'm not the only one. I'm just a product of my time, okay? Oh, I see. Very interesting. They say that inside the ring of rock that makes up the perimeter of that island there lives an incredibly beautiful fairy, but the thing is, nobody's ever met her. Supposedly, the only way you'll ever meet her is to take a ride on a whirlwind and drop inside that rock perimeter from the sky above. Doesn't sound easy, Fry. Fair enough. Visible confusion. Okay. That's kind of fun. But can I, like, get anything? Nope. This is the button. Keep pressing the wrong button. I only have 3 more bait. Chat. Okay, so I can't get inside the bigger island, but is there anything on the little island for me? Oh! Oh, there is something on the little island. Chad, I need a bottle. Oh, I forgot. Oh no, I need a bottle. I need to help him make the tree grow. Ooh. And I also need to destroy this blue chew. One moment, please. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay, I guess I won't roll into that. That's fine. I didn't need to anyway, obviously. Okay, so that's part of the side quest where I'm supposed to help with the planting of the seeds. The trees aren't doing well, and so they need water from the Deku tree's roots, like the sacred water near his roots. I need to bring it here and pour it on the tree to, like, make it stop withering. But I don't have an empty bottle. So I can't do that right now. And that's a little upsetting to me. Okay. Guess it's gotta be this one. I'm very excited. Ooh. I think I see Beetle's ship. But I need to find a frog? Frog? Does anyone see a jumping frog? Doesn't matter because I'm going here first. But I do want to find the frog, please. I would also like to get on the ship. Thank you. Ooh. I am acquainted with the adorable pirate girl. Why do you think she's adorable? Because I really want to be clear here. The vibe check is you're probably a fair amount older than her. You weren't even asking me that for a reason. You were just asking if I was acquainted. That's very weird. This dude is odd. Okay, that'll do for now, probably. Bye. I always need more food for Finn Fishigan. But I also need to know where he is. Aha! There he is. Sometimes he's really far away. He's just afraid of surprise parenthood. Maybe he is. That seems like the least terrifying of all the options. Spectacle Island, huh? Okay. Beware the night when the crescent moon faces up. That's all I can tell you, small fry. Okay. What a weirdly non-specific thing to tell me. Especially at this distance from this island. Utterly ridiculous. But very funny. I don't know what's on Spectacle Island, but I'd like to. Very interesting. Ooh! There's a beach. And the beach has crabs. Okay. I did reach the mother and child. Coming up with the least creepy scenario is what I do. And it is a service. Ooh, I can climb up. Northern Fairy Island. Well, I do eventually want to go there. But I want to see first how far I've advanced the plot when it comes to some of the side questing. Especially as pertains to, like, Outset Island. Oh! Oh, I see. It's a mini game again. That involves aiming a cannon. Okay, we will come back. Yep, we're fine. So chat, I think I'm doing an okay job completing my map. Nice. See, look at that. All of the light squares are ones where I have found the frog and spoken to them, and so the island has been drawn on my map chart. All of the not light squares are the ones where I still have to locate. Kaboom! Poison Darth Frog, thank you for redeeming Kaboom. I still left the island, but I will eat some chips. So when you speak to the frog, he draws the map on your chart. I loved having the maps on the gamepad. I still do. I am so pleased with that choice when the option existed. I think I remember how to make pigs dig. That seems like a weird non sequitur. I saw a pig on the beach. It made me think of black sand, which I was just told you could dig it in recently by one of the fish finmen. He said that if you dig in black sand, you can sometimes find a treasure. And I was like, I wonder how you do that, because I don't think you get a shovel in this game, but you do get pigs. And so often when there's black sand on an island, there's a pig on the island as well. And then my brain was like, but I don't remember how that interaction works. I don't get it. And I think I might need to throw bait on the black sand in the presence of a pig to make them dig. I also might be fully misremembering that. What's in this building? Oh yeah, this guy. I remember. I'm always concerned when I see things like that. I don't think he's gonna sell me the bottle. I think he's gonna sell me the potion in the bottle. The early third-party games absolutely struggled. Yeah, that's fair. But you were standing there, you weirdo. Ah. Okay, sorry, this dude's trying to do business with me. I bought a sale from him, and so he opened his market stall, but he hasn't been doing much business. I think this tragic turn of events is due to the fact that I don't have a wide enough lineup of products. For if I am to be fully honest, I only have one product. To put it another way, I think my stall would do much better if only I could stock rare items that people can't get here in town. Yes, that is what I need. Then I would make plenty of money. Not just plenty of money. It would be like taking candy from many rich babies. No, not even like that. By running a prosperous business, I can play my part to help this town develop and become a happy place. Yes, that is the proper perspective. But dear me, if only I had a young partner to help me out, a real go-getter. Can I talk to you here? What? Dude. I don't know how to get him to want to... Yes, I do have a delivery bag. I knew you would understand my plight. It is a rather long-winded explanation, but please take the time to hear me out. My stall is a kind of general store that makes its money by obtaining rare products at inexpensive prices and then selling them with a reasonable markup. However, because I have so few products to sell, the shop remains deserted. I will sell anything. I am a master of the sale. I just need to get some products. Could you not seek out traveling merchants and negotiate supply contracts with them for me? Don't look so frightened. I say contracts, but it is just a word. It is not. A contract is often an official document, but okay. You do not have to do anything very difficult. All I need for you to do is trade one of my products for a new product that the merchant has in stock. You see, among merchants, a trade is proof of contract. That is to say, it is the merchant's oath. That is what we call it. Yes, yes. Merchants that have sworn a merchant's oath will afterwards send their products to me. It is the way things work. So as you succeed in trading my products, my product lineup will increase. Do you understand everything I've told you? Yes, yes, you are now my new salesman. No scratch. That's starting today. You and I are partners, dear me, yes. I give to you my proof of contract. In other words, this is my merchant's oath. Take it with you, my young partner. Then he gives me the flower. Perfect. The first thing you need to do is take this to another traveling merchant and trade it for something to build on the foundation of my merchant's oath. As soon as you trade, the merchant you traded with will send his products to my shop, thereby increasing my product line, which makes me quite happy. Your new trading partners, the traveling merchants, are waiting for you somewhere on the Great Sea. My dear, my expectations are so high. Okay. Bomb Island. Okay. So that's actually kind of important, because I think I have to do a bunch of this trading quest in order to get a better sail that lets me go faster. Going up doesn't matter because I don't have fire arrows yet. Okay. So Bomb Island, I know exactly where it is. That's good. What do you do there? Well, given that the island's the bomb, probably you have a lot of fun. Ooh. Whee! Money! I think that's the island mass. Not even an island. Is there a fish there? It's definitely an island. There's the fish. I see the fish. And those people seem to be looking for treasure. Interesting. Wonder if I can interact with them. Plum, thank you so much for stopping by. Congrats again on being first. And I hope you also have a wonderful night. Sleep well. I will sail all the seas. I will fight all the monsters. I will get all the treasure. And I will feed all the fin fishmen. I might blow up while I'm doing it, but I'll try not to blow up permanently. Ooh, Paw Print Island. That's cute. Do you know what a choo-choo is, small fry? No, I'm not talking about the sound you make when you kiss someone. I'm talking about choo-choos. They're those slimy monster-like puddles of goo that turn into blobs of jelly, stand up and start jumping at you like crazy when you come near them. Well, in any case, there's lots of them on that island over there, so see if you can get any. So if you see any, I'd avoid them. They can get nasty. Now that I think about it, every once in a while I see the potion brewer who lives on Windfall Island come here. Now why would he do that, Fry? That's all the info I gotta offer. Okay, so I love this. I've basically been told that this island is like a bunch of choo-choos, and I definitely want to go there. But I also want... Oh, nope. I also want to understand the submarine. I wonder if I can board it. Probably not. That's fine. It's raining again. I definitely say choo-choo out loud every time I kiss someone. Exactly. Obviously. What other way is there to do it? Well, that's definitely... Well, okay, well... I'm gonna get over to those little bits and bobs later. We're gonna first start seeing what's going on with this giant dragon's egg over here. It's probably not a dragon's egg, but... Can't really do anything. So the choo-choos are like definitely not just hanging around on this island. I destroyed the sign. Just picked up a bomb. Am I supposed to throw bombs at something? Am I supposed to blow that up with a bomb? The drops on this island are not very friendly. Mostly it's like not dropping much. Just bombs. Okay. Oh, interesting. No bombs required, huh? At least not immediately. In we go. This is probably a spot that you're supposed to be able to come to early on to grind for chew jelly. What? What good does this do me? Like I can see everything. Why do I want to be able to be up here? I don't understand the point. Oh. Well, I need a bomb for that. Oops. Press the throw button instead of the... Fist. Stop being so frightened. Very fun. Come on. I get very impatient sometimes. How nice that one of them dropped one of those. Cool! Money! So what about... other way? That is a fancy chest? What is this gonna give me? If this is a bottle, I'm gonna be kind of upset actually. Nope, piece of heart. Lovely. How nice. What a fun little island to explore. There's more there's more to blow up. There's more to blow up. How deep does the rabbit hole go? Oh, how nice. A joy pendant. Ah! This guy's dropping from the roof or something? Where'd they come from? Up! Do they just fall from the roof forever? No? Okay. Well then. Still don't understand that. That's still confusing to me. But oh well. I float. I flutter. Now I need to figure out how to get to the other island. Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't have a hook shot yet. I just have the grappling hook. So I might not be able to do anything yet. That's probably fine. Well, if I sail south from here, I have the potential to get a few new islands on the way to Bomb Island. That seems good. That seems like a way of accomplishing more than one thing at once. Lots of storming. Wish it would give me nicer weather here. Does anyone see the frog? I see him. He's so far away. Whee! Num 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 num. Eastern Fairy Island. How nice. What is? They hold an auction every night over there on Windfall Island. Every night the people gather in the Hall of Wealth to amuse themselves by spending some money. How the rich. Auctions may be a race to see who can bid the highest, but I'll let you in on a little secret. The key to winning an auction is to be both patient and bold. I'm serious, Fry. From what I hear, they get some great things up on that auction block too, like an extra fast sale, among other things. Maybe that's just a rumor. You should try it out, small fry. You just might like it. Ooh, that's how I get the sale. It's not the trading quest, it's the auction house. That is exciting and definitely something that I have to look into. But I'm currently about to blow up a rock that is blocking some fairy's house. Oh no! There's another tree here. Oh, I need to save them. Which means I need to, like, get rid of this potion. It is in my way. I have one bottle and one bottle only. I need multiple bottles. But I also definitely need more bottles as soon as I can get them. Might want to look up what I do to get bottles. Ooh. So it would be very helpful to have, like, at least 2 bottles so that I could keep a fairy and some water. Or, like... Oh, thank you, Poison Darth Fog, for redeeming Kaboom! Otherwise known as Dehydrate. A snack. Hey, I freed you. Young Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. I could carry more bombs. That's very nice. I used a bomb to access her and she gave me more bombs in response. And now I'm gonna go to Bomb Island, apparently. Okay, so the Fairy Islands are definite want to visit soon. Keep finding the blue chews. Blue chews are crazy. There's only so many of them, and if you get a chew drop from all of them, you can get the dude to make you a blue potion. That might be the only way to get a blue potion. I don't remember that part for sure. But I know that I never really bothered to do that. I never really made use of the potion maker. Oh, right. I was about to say, this is weird. I don't see an island here. And then I remembered why. Spoilers! Just gonna try to not get picked up by these cyclones. Anyway, point is, the island that belongs here isn't here yet, and that's okay. Okay, so stop it! Why is it chasing me? Gosh. Bomb Island is like one of the islands in this direction somewhere. Bomb Island is gone. I wonder what could possibly thematically have happened. Very funny. The shadows on the water like that terrify me. See how it's like so much darker navy? I'm just convinced that they're giant monsters underwater that are gonna destroy me. That might be Bomb Island? Yeah. That seems about right. Means I'm not going as fast as I could be. Ooh, I can blow things up on Bomb Island. Poison Darth Frog! It hasn't happened yet, but it's gonna! What you looking at? To think that over there would be such a container. So there's a bottle on that submarine? Well, that's where we're gonna go next! Audible gasp. Ooh, traveling salesman though. Hello, Mr. Traveling Salesman. I would consider trading this. I just need... I didn't know if I was supposed to introduce myself to him first, or I was just supposed to be like, yoink! It is a town flower, and I would be interested in trading it for that sea flower. Deal. Great! So we have a merchant's oath. We also still need to blow up this entire island. One moment, please. Good news is I now have 60 bombs. Whee! And it's raining again. I will take the money. Well, I can't use the ferry because I only have one bottle. That's rude. Unbelievable. So rude. Ow? What? How do I get there then? Interesting. Oh well. Well, I still haven't Nope. Still haven't blown up the biggest rock on this island. Can't believe rolling into trees has net me almost nothing. But I'll take this, whatever this is. It's got to be something I can do. Oh, fun. Yeah. I don't remember anymore. Okay, I'm still gonna try it. I didn't mean to leave. So I need to not kill these guys. I need to make them roll up in a ball so that I can put them on the switch. Okay, good enough. That guy is standing on the switch. Ow. Nope. Put it away, you... No, I didn't want you to blow up. Okay. Ow. There's two of them here. This does not bode well. And I keep making them explode. Not what I meant to do. Okay. Okay, good enough. Thank you. Nope. Pick up. This is not my favorite mechanic. Put down. Enter door. It is going to be this mechanic multiple times, isn't it? Okay, so there's fire there. There's a switch in here. And the question is this timed? Ah! Oh, interesting. Ah! What am I supposed to do with it? Nope, genuinely, what am I supposed to do? Okay. Do I throw him? Maybe I throw him. I can throw him, right? Oh. Which means... Oh no! Because he's gonna wake up! Oh, I see. I see. I see. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. Ow. This is gonna be awful. I need... Nope, I missed. Keep needing to switch back and forth. There's 2 here, though. Oh, interesting. So. Oh. That did not land on the switch. Ah! I did it again. I did the thing. I mean, it's nice that they replenish me with, like, loads of health every once in a while. But still, this room is ridiculous. Is there a better way of doing this? Ooh. Well, I can't get to him. Very interesting. You can do this from a distance. Using not your sword. It's not really better. Especially not when they keep just falling off. Nope. I was trying to get close enough to him to pick it up, and, nope. Okay, so the thing is, I understand the concept of this room. I need to get both of those things to curl up into little pill bugs, and then I need to throw one on one switch, and I need to throw the other on the other switch. But they both come unrolled so fast, and I move so slowly while I'm carrying them, that I don't understand this, unless there's a way to, like, get them to both curl up identically. Stop it. You're just gonna roll off the edge. Like, they just keep rolling off the edge. This room could be better. I will tell you that right now. Pick up. I really think I'm supposed to do this one first. Thank you. Okay. Ah! My fault. I forgot that I was targeting him. That has certainly not been assisting me. But the fire is still out on the other one, so it, like, saves your progress of deflaming, apparently. Oops. Accidental kill. My bad. Come farther away. Come farther away. Oops. Accidental kill again. There we go. Better. Very nice. Please stay like this. What's in it? piece of heart. How nice. Okay. Somewhat worth it. Glad I don't have to come back here. Because I wouldn't precisely say that this room is fun. It exists. That's a really good point that I hadn't thought of, Poisoned Earth Frog. If repeated throw was, like, faster. As it turned out, I did succeed eventually. Now I need to see what's going on with that submarine. Review. It exists. What if I've already been in this one? Because I do have one bottle. I hope I haven't been in this one before. I'm not even sure I know how I'd know. Of all the rooms in this game, this was one of them. I don't think I've been in here before. There's lots of rats, and there's also, like, definitely a plate on that table that was moving. Anyway. If I give bait to the rats... Ouch! That rat tried to steal a lot of money. Really should give bait to the rats. Good. Chest. Fight the rats? That one is literally in the middle of attacking me. But I did get a bottle. I don't really want to hurt them, but gosh, they're making it difficult. Aw, he's running away with the rupees. How cute. Okay, very nice. I now have 2 bottles, which is great. And that means I can absolutely use one of those bottles to hold some water. I might put water in both, because I know where 2 of them are located. There's the one on Eastern Fairy Island, which isn't very far. Okay, so I have to climb into the sanctuary again. Ah. Rude. Rude. Very rude. What am I doing wrong? These guys weren't that difficult to hit before. the problem was the targeting, and I should have just not bothered. Nice. Okay, so I think there's a specific spot where I'm supposed to get the water. I think. There was like a sign near it or something. Yeah. It's like here or something. Hello? Am I wrong? Excuse me? Is there a specific spot? Or is the spot that I thought not deep enough? Okay. Ah, that's the trick. Okay. I now understand much better the gimmick. So I am not going to be able to get to all of these guys before I have the ability to like summon the wind. But I do think I can get to the Eastern Fairy Island one. We're gonna try it. Okay, that's the way that I'm actually trying to go. Much better. So this is something, they really are in different corners of the map, and when you get the faster sail, you can get to some of them more easily. But there's at least a couple that I think you need to be able to do the cyclone transport, which means it has to be after the bow. I don't really feel like arguing with those guys. They're gonna shoot at me anyway, though. So I think I'm still locked out of a lot of the map. I know that there's some things that I can do, possibly on the islands that I have not yet explored. But given that I'm still finding lots of islands that would require the bow, that would require a hookshot, that would require a hammer. That was an interesting one, a hammer. And like the ice arrows and fire arrows, like I've seen a number of islands that definitely require skills that I don't have yet. Makes me think maybe I should just put the pearls out next week and kind of move into the back half of the game. So I collected 3 pearls from dungeons in like what I like to think of as the front half of the Zelda game. Lots of Zelda games have like 2 parts to them, where you do like the first quest, which is what you think the quest is, and then the quest gets more complicated, and that's the back half of the Zelda game. It's a storytelling mechanic that I actually really enjoy. I'd find it fun. And so knowing that, usually you try to do as much as you can before you have to start the back half of the mechanic. Lovely. Made the tree feel better. Oh gosh, I can use it as many times as I want, huh? Does anyone remember where the other guy was? Was he on Mother and Child Islands? Because I haven't used very many minutes of it yet. Definitely, I am not planning on doing this in like one sitting. Because I have not found them all. That's interesting that if I had waited until I had like the ability to fast travel, I might have been able to one cycle the trees. I don't even know what I get for this. I mean, the world is happier? Maybe that's enough. But I'm sure this is the sort of side quest that gives you something. Pretty sure it was on the Little Mother and Child Island. It wasn't on the Paw Print Island. Yes, the fact that I collect seagulls is very cute. And the fact that seagulls also showcase where there are multi-eyed octopuses that I have to destroy. Seagulls are very useful. I can literally see the island that I want in the distance. In the distant distance. Visibility is really interesting, and I can't tell if it's on purpose or not. Like, sometimes I can see the frogs easy peasy, and sometimes I can't. And I'm like, does that mean it was foggy? Like, is this a deliberate visibility thing? Or am I just unlucky and inobservant sometimes. Jury's still out, nobody knows. I kind of want to explore the entire sea first, though, anyways. Just so that I know what's what. So maybe I will do a perimeter check. The big cyclone. That's gonna be so hard when I get the boat. That was really hard the last time I did it. In general, that's not something that I'm good at. I'm sorry, is there a merchant on this island now? Well, how convenient. So first we're gonna help the tree, then we're gonna help the merchant. Oh no! Oh no! He's back. We're gonna help the tree first, then we're gonna destroy a blue chew again, apparently? Blue chew jelly? Oh, or money. Right, they only drop the blue chew jelly once. Okay, so let's see if this guy will take my other flower. No, we're gonna keep. Interesting. He just tried to trade me back. Am I supposed to bring him another town flower? I don't fully understand the trading quest. Ta-da! This is fine. This is entirely fine. He looks like the same guy, and so I guess it sort of makes sense. But I didn't think that that was how that worked, because he's not on Bomb Island anymore. He's now on Mother and Child Island. I don't get it, chat. That's okay, because I don't have to. Let's go find some more frogs. I'm probably only going to check one or two more islands tonight before I sign off. I know this is a bit of a slog. This is probably the reason why most people don't enjoy Wind Waker as much as I enjoy Wind Waker. I love this. This is the best part of the game as far as I'm concerned, is being able to just poke around, wander around my boat. Story? What story? Threat to the world? Nah, never heard of her. I'm just over here with my little boat going sailing. Just finding some new islands, figuring out how to blow stuff up if I can. I see the frog already, which bodes well. Ooh, I can blow up a lot of this island. Would like that one, I think. I would also like the frog. And I would like this treasure. I just want everything, apparently. I don't know what this is. It's one of my treasure chart ones, though. Those are the ones that, like, glow at night. Ooh. That's a lot of rupees. And a fish. being able to completely ignore the main quest is what a lot of people like about the Elder Scrolls games. That is true. I think in general it's a thing people like about games that are replayable games. Like, if you only play a game for the story, it's got to be a really good story for you to just be willing to watch it a second time, and it's the in-between stuff that is like, I don't know, it's so much of it is the game, I guess. Star Island. Okay. I hear that somewhere out in the wide world is a handy arrow that can freeze anything. With something like that, you could even freeze that nasty monster in the Forsaken Fortress, for a while anyway. But then what would you do with a frozen monster, you say? Good point, small fry. Why, I'd say you give the thing a whack and watch it shatter into teeny tiny pieces. So that's a suggestion. I'm gonna blow some stuff up. Oh my gosh! I found another one! Chad, I found another one and I even still have the forest water. I didn't know he was here. But I still have like 18 minutes on my forest water. How fortuitous. Okay, so that's a hole. Good to know. Are there any others, or did I just get lucky the first time? Ah! Oh, goodness. Did they come out of the hole? Huh. Very interesting. Either way, what's in here? Oh, I recognize this, chat. So, this is an arena. I already see 3 monsters in it. And I see the, like, jaws on all sides of the screen that mean that when I destroy these monsters, I think more monsters are gonna spawn. Which means this might be a good place to stop. So some of the arenas I found really fun, because I actually find like this will happen more the more that I remember how to do the combat and how to play the game, because a lot of the combat is like Link does a lot of the work for you. You just have to be planning things correctly. A lot of the interest in the combat kind of comes from the counterattacks and how the enemies move. And so as I get more familiar with those movements, the arenas get more fun. The thing is, there's some arenas that I think can only be beaten if you have the bow. And so the fact that I can get to this arena makes me hope that I can beat it. And so I do kind of want to try, especially because I'm already in it. But it's also going to be tricky because I don't have a lot of health. I don't have a health potion in my bottle. And whiz robes are one of the things that can spawn in arenas. And so I don't know how many waves this arena has or how tricky it is. But there's more and more difficult arenas kind of later on as you like get access to bigger and bigger enemies. So I am probably going to give this a try next week just out of sheer curiosity, because this is the first one that I found. And some of that has to do with access, obviously, because Zelda games usually try really hard to make sure that if you're not supposed to be in an area, that you can't get there. That's one of the things that I found so interesting about the Oracles games, that through just good mechanics, I successfully accessed an area of Oracle of Seasons way early. I was missing like 2 items that I needed, and I didn't realize that I wasn't supposed to be there because I like was able to go, and usually that's the default. If you can get there in a Zelda game, you're supposed to be able to do it. And so I would expect that if this arena is one of the trickier ones and I don't have the skills for it, that I probably shouldn't be able to be here. I still might wind up fighting unfamiliar enemies because just because I can fight an enemy doesn't mean I've met them yet. So I think because this arena was accessible fairly early on, because Star Island is close to Outside Island, and the thing that you needed to get in was bombs, this is the point of the game where I get bombs, and so hopefully I don't require any items from post bombs for this. But we'll see. I will give it a try either way. So chat, I stream Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So same time, same place next week. It will be June. We'll try this arena match and see how it goes. And then we're going to do some exploring around the edge of the map to try to find as many islands as we can before we stick some pearls and some statues and accidentally resurrect the Temple of the Gods. Sorry, what? Spoilers? It's fine. But y'all can always come back anytime, I suppose. So I do think we're going to go on a little bit of a raid, because I think I see Fiend is live. And I always love dropping folks off at the Dragon Feeny. She is playing a game that I am not familiar with, and I cannot tell you anything about it. So grab the raid message if you want to, but no big deal if you don't. Or if you're not sure what you want to do tonight, this is just one of your many, many options, I am sure. But thanks for coming and hanging out with me for a little bit. There we go. So Fiend is playing Balatro, something like that. I don't know. Card game. Who knows? We're gonna go over there anyway. Oh, yeah, so if you want to see me try an arena match for the first time in Windwaker, if you want to see me play around on some islands, feel free to come back next Wednesday. Next week, I will be here, and I would love to see you. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out. I had a lovely time. Thank you to those who chatted. Thank you to Angel for the raid. Thank you to everyone who thought to pop in, whether or not you sent me a little message, but it was nice to see you and to know that you were here. So until I see you next time, have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Have a wonderful rest of your week and a wonderful weekend. And as always, keep it cute. Bye, folks.